Hello everyone, Gebatron here. This is a gameplay plus commentary style guide where I play the support role. If you don't know how these go, it's more or less a full match where I break down how I play the role, talk about the decisions I make and why I make them, and of course highlight my mistakes so you don't have to make them yourself. I highly suggest you watch the video at the top right to learn all about the mechanics behind the supply box before watching this video, as I won't be talking a whole lot about mechanics, as these videos focus more on theory and practice. This is an offensive mode match on Stalingrad, and just note that this was recorded before patch 16, so the frame rates are lower and will be a little choppy, but these issues were addressed in patch 16. Check the video at the top right for more information on that. These videos get long, so let's get into it. The first thing you'll see me do is check teams for familiar names, or friends, or clanmates. Playing with people you know will increase the quality of your experience. These people here are in the same community I am in and we are familiar with each other, which will lead to better communication. Make sure you are becoming friends with people you enjoy playing the game with. If you are interested in our community, I will talk more about that at the end of the video, as there have been some changes since this was recorded.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Gip. Hey, man.
Hi.
What's up, Gip? Hi.
It's a nice comeback in that last round.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah.
A lot of fun.
I got in when we were at the first checkpoint there.
This is my first time on this map as infantry. Is it better to have a rifle or SMG?
Yes.
It's strangely, like, good for both.
Second thing you'll notice I do is ask for loadout advice. Stalingrad was brand new when this was recorded. Never be too proud to learn from other people's experience. I ultimately go with the ammo carrier loadout to better help my squad meet their ammo and explosives needs, and the MP40 is a good SMG with a great sight picture and a controllable rate of fire.
I'm heading back to house just to start garrisoning it up.
Alright, I'll come with you. I got supplies.
Nice, man. Thanks.
So now we spawn in and you'll notice the very first thing I do is find my squad leader and go towards him, letting him know I have supplies available.
Is low jack part of GP?
Don't think so.
I automatically hit no, but of course there's new folks now that I might not recognize.
What do you guys think of the single point offensive?
I like it.
Yeah, I prefer it. Offensive was, I hated it because it didn't make sense. You either
Well,
split
I
your
mean-
team and lose, or you defend 1 point. Anyway,
Yeah, like
so-
half the time it was beneficial to just say, give up this point, defend this one.
Yeah. And with the garrison changes, like, you can still get those flank angles anyway. So it basically didn't change anything, but it just made everything made more sense.
Yeah, I felt like I liked the 2 points better because I thought if you could hold them off, you lasted longer. But hardly anyone ever did that anyway.
Yeah,
Ready, Gib?
and that was sort of half the problem with this game mode, was that it lasted so long.
There you go.
Thanks, buddy.
Just a few minutes into the match and we've already used our supplies for building a garrison. This should be the goal of all support players and their squad leaders. The opportunities to use your supplies may decrease over the course of a match as garrisons and other structures are built, so make sure you help build early and often. We can see that the CO is dropping supplies here too. No doubt these were intended for a garrison, but now that we already used our box, this supply drop can be used for anything else.
You know what I think I'll do, if you guys don't mind, is run all the way to train station and put supplies there.
Sure, man. Hell yeah. Leslie, you want me to have Gip throw them down? Let me see when they're ready next.
I'll just go. He can use his supplies for house.
Okay.
Now I suggest I run all the way to train station. A lot of people are going to disagree with this decision as it seems like a waste of time and people will say walking simulator.
Yeah, head on, man. He just started dropping them here.
But taking on this hike is going to allow me to do some things that will be beneficial. First is the obvious, we will have supplies at train station for a garrison, which we will absolutely need if we don't want this to turn into a steamroll. Second, it will allow me to reconnoiter along my path south of the current strongpoint and east of train station. This could give us valuable info. If I discover enemy activity such as a recon team or supply drops from a forward-thinking enemy CO preparing for a future attack on train station, then we can put ourselves in a position to do something about it, or maybe I will even be able to do it on my own. Either way, we know. So why don't I redeploy to the garrison at H7 and do it from there? Doing this would mean I miss out on doing any recon south of House of the Workers, and it only saves me roughly 200 meters, which doesn't take that long to travel. Remember, I have 5 minutes to burn. Why don't I go to the HQ and bring up a supply truck? This is also a good idea, but it is very early in the game and our fuel resource is still quite low. I see we already have a supply truck and assume it's earmarked for someone else. As it turns out, our squad's engineer takes it. I don't want to drain fuel too much too early, as we are going to need armor on the field, and the sooner the better. I already carry enough supplies for a garrison, so while taking a truck would be nice, it isn't necessary for me to complete my objective. This would also mean I would miss out on any recon between the 2 points. I do have a lapse in judgment here, and don't drop my ammo boxes near the active point. This is a mistake, and these boxes can come in very handy, especially the explosives box, as it provides rockets, both kinds of grenades, and mines to friendly troops.
Looks like Gip Yug is working his way down there as well, Gip.
So Aviator tells me the CO is on his way to help me get that garrison up. Good coordination by our officers here. I take a couple looks at my map on the way to try and find a good spot for my supplies. Doing this beforehand will help save me time later.
Looking at the northeast.
So I find a spot here I think will be good for our Gary, and I hunker down so I don't get killed by enemy recon that's undoubtedly trying to figure out what our next point is. It would be a shame if I made that trek just to get shot before I even get my supplies down. So why do I choose this spot? There are plenty of walls around here which limits the angles of approach the enemy can take to get to it. It will allow us access to all these buildings along the east of the train station, which will serve us well, providing cover not only from enemy infantry, but armor and air attacks too. It gives us a sightline and direct path into train station proper. And it isn't in the strong point itself. Why is this a benefit? I think garrisons in strong points are generally a bad idea, and especially in offensive mode matches. Teams tend to get that first garrison up in the strong point during these matches, and then that's usually the only one that gets built. I think this is because most people think they need to stay inside the strong point in order to defend. This is true from a game mechanic point of view, as during an offensive mode match, one must be inside the strong point to either capture or defend it. But it isn't the best way to defend in theory or practice. If the whole team stays inside the strong point, then you are allowing the enemy to encircle you. This makes their job much easier, as they will have the advantage and the initiative. They will press that advantage until they either destroy or lock your garrison, leaving you with no other options. Even if you have a backup garrison somewhere, it will be 200 meters away, and you will likely be cut off from the strong point as it was already encircled by the enemy. Try to place garrisons around the strong point, leaving enough supplies in the strong point for a last-ditch Gary in the event you need it. It's better for your dedicated squads in the strong point to utilize their OPs.
Hey, how's it going? Got about a minute left on supplies, and the idea is to get a Gary here.
So here the able squad leader has noticed me going to train station, which is excellent, and it allows us to get the Gary up quicker than waiting for the CO. He was either very observant in seeing a support player going to train station, or the officers did a good job of coordinating. Either way, this is a good example of being map aware.
Did we put the Gary behind train station, or should we put
Just
it
gonna
here?
hang out on point as medic.
Well, I figured there was cover here.
He suggests we build the Gary behind train station, and I understand why he does this. A lot of players think this is offensive and we are the defenders, so we must think defensively. So putting the Gary behind or west of train station would be safer, and this is a more defensive garrison. Let me suggest a different way of thinking about it. Defense is about delay, and depth helps you achieve delay. This garrison will help us engage the enemy further forward, both to the east and to the north. It will help us keep the fight away from the point rather than fighting over the point. We may get pushed back, but the clock is always ticking, and if the enemy has to spend 10 to 15 minutes clearing us before they can even get near the point, then they have less time for their assault on the point itself. Depth and delay is how offensive matches are won as defenders, not packing everyone in the strong point, and we will see examples of how this works throughout this video.
Alright, they're down.
Supply goes down, and able squad leader does a great job of building our garrison. 10 minutes into the match and we've used our supplies twice.
I'm sure your timer's pretty much reset, isn't it, Gib?
Yep, we got it up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna need another one for a backup here.
Roger, give me a mark and I'll go there.
Okay. It's basically up in top of Fox 3. I think that'll be far enough out.
Asking Aviator for marks will help me navigate. Ask your officers for marks.
Unless you guys want to swap and rejoin at the OP there with a swap of class.
That strike is gonna hit right here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna take that Gary out.
Keep
Oh,
seeing
no,
it
it hit in
moving.
front.
78, 80.
This ping's for me for distance measurement.
Notice how our squad leader lets the squad know he is pinging for distance. This helps eliminate any confusion. This is a good squad leader habit. Just because this is a video about support doesn't mean there aren't other things we can learn here.
Yeah, Gib, where I'm at will work great. Actually, Gib is dropping them on me now. Disregard.
Alright, well we can get another one up then.
Hell yeah. Go, maybe in these buildings here on the move marker. That might be about 200 meters as well.
Roger.
And that's close to you.
The CO could see what our plan was and drop supplies for our squad leader, so we immediately make a new plan for my supplies.
Whole squad way back here.
Always think ahead with your supplies. Where are you in your cooldown, and where can you get to when they will become available? This needs to constantly be on your mind as support.
Heading toward the move mark, actually. So they're like right behind you. Tron.
On point, watch the garrison. It's hot on the back.
So here I choose to engage the enemy, which may not have been
OP
the
went
best
hot as well.
idea, but I get one and force another into cover. But you'll notice some bad habits here. First is I don't get into cover very well while reloading. Second is I'm not using the lean function, making myself a
Got two
larger
near the
target
Gary.
than I should be, and it results in me getting killed.
Grenade him.
It's overrun, but I don't have a nade.
Okay. Yell out other people around you.
Infantry on
Oh,
my
they give up. They give up.
Okay, sweet. Good deal. I'm heading your way, Gib. Did they see you put those supplies down?
I hadn't put them down yet. They weren't on cooldown.
Ah, crap. Okay. How close were you think? I'll go reset an OP outside and get you closer.
You don't need to reset it if you don't want.
Okay. On the move marker, there are enemy already there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So go west and out, Geb, if you try to come out here.
Here I make the same mistake again and don't put my ammo boxes down where my teammates can access them. Always be thinking about your assets and how you can put them where they are needed.
Another squad put enemy right on our move marker anyway. Killed one here.
Okay, I do have supplies again.
Okay, Geb. See if you can make it down to me.
Supplies ready? Let the squad leader know every time.
I killed one dude here for your SA coming in.
Look at chat.
Wait, there's some bastard took off my supply
Oh
truck.
shit.
Hey, move
What
up,
the
move up,
scratch?
move up. Let me up, let me up.
I'm looking on the map, trying to find it.
OPs near point are dropping.
Heavenly lets us know the situation
Oh,
near the
shit,
strong
okay.
point. This is good awareness by
Ours
her
went
and
cold
good
again.
team play.
Luck.
You want 'em right here?
Oh, that's friendly. Never mind.
Want 'em right here?
Yeah, that'll work, buddy.
Here we go.
Thanks, sir.
15
getting
minutes
close.
into the match and we are on our third supply drop. I'll
back
keep
to the
saying this. Always make a
Thank you.
plan to be in a position to use your supplies when you can.
They're inside the building on point.
Third Gary up. It's starting to drop too.
Not really any more we can do out here, so it's time to head back to the point and fight.
Alright guys, Recon got 2 squads right in that area. On point on the move marker.
Hey, we're taking it back. Nice.
Gib is bombing run just south of you. Gib, you're in the clear right now. Just check the map. Middle line near you, moving away. Shit, they got that North Gary already.
Go on, I'll get you guys.
I got a lot of enemies over here on my ping.
Up in the top left. Top left.
Copy. Got them coming in right here.
Airhead to the not quite northwest.
Friendly. That's friendly.
Is it? Okay.
I think another squad leader said they just dismantled an enemy airhead. I'm gonna go ahead and reset OP down at train.
Losing house is inevitable, so Aviator is proactive and heads to train station to set up and operate there. Guess what allows him to deploy at train? That's right, our garrison. Our Gary is going to allow the whole team a safe and easy way to get to train station to begin a
coming up in
defense
just a second.
there. Always set yourself up for success early in the match, just like we did here.
I'll spawn at train and then put some supplies maybe south of train somewhere.
Yeah, sounds good.
Once again, making a plan for my supplies.
Sounds like I got a sniper here.
The CO is dropping supplies in the point, but by using a smaller drop to build a garrison, we can hopefully use that larger drop for defenses or other structures.
Compass southeast, sniper train station.
Apparently there's a sniper southeast, guys.
I have new info pertaining to enemy activity, so I let my teammates know via proximity chat. The more everyone knows, the better prepared we can all be. Share your information.
I'm right behind you.
Well, watch. Copy that.
There's shots northwest, somewhere I'm pinging.
you,
a bit
close?
further.
I am close, yeah.
Okay, Cap. We'll do that, and then we'll watch the sky for any falling supplies. You know.
Notice we are moving through this depression here. This will help make us smaller targets and make us harder to potentially spot.
But they should be pretty close in supplies. This ping's for me, guys, from distance. Alright, we're over 200, so anywhere we hide it here.
Looks like supplies dropping out there. Probably closer.
Oh. Yeah, way up there, huh?
Movement
Yeah, it
on
actually
ping.
might
Ooh,
be
whole
falling
squad.
right on that assault player.
Stand.
Heavenly points out an enemy supply drop. No doubt they will be trying to set up a garrison out there. She understands that meeting the enemy away from the point is important, and because of this she knows that looking to the sky is also important.
Supplies are available.
Copy that. Alright, I passed those off. The squad leaders hopefully will hit it. Geb, hold them. Head to point. Drop them on point. Gib just dropped another set. Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Unfortunately, we do not use my supplies here, but we were in a position to use them. Circumstances will sometimes change, but having that plan is always beneficial. Aviator redirects me back to the point because he knows that even if he doesn't use our supplies, they are still important and someone else should be using them.
I'll be
Let
back
you
in a
know.
second.
Cool, Heaven.
Enemy recon coming over train station. Enemy recon, guys,
Copy,
find cover.
I placed my supplies here thinking we could really use either barricades or barbed wire to help control these two openings in the wall. This could help us defend from enemy attacks from the southeast. Good idea, but I make a big mistake and fail to facilitate this or find someone to help me, which is a shame because here we have a friendly engineer, Bilbo Baggins. This is poor awareness on my part. While sometimes friendly players will see supplies and make a point to use them, try not to count on that too often. Don't be lazy like I was here and see your plans through.
Just a reminder, I do have ammo, so if anyone needs it, let me know.
Cool. Thank you.
Midas is an automatic rifleman. Sometimes these guys go through a lot of ammo, so I decide to head his direction and help him out. I let the squad know I have ammo. This took me way too long to do. I should be doing this as often as I let people know about my supplies. Let your squad know early on that you are carrying ammo. Let your team know through proximity as well. While supplies should be what you are making your plans around, always be aware of your ammo and try to use those boxes to help the team. My movement here is kind of foolish. Our squad leader marked an area where the enemy is active, and I decided to take a route to Midas that offers me very little cover. There is a lot of open ground here. Avoid doing this if you can.
I'm gonna keep eyes down on this southern sector.
Yeah, they're smoking it pretty good to the northwest there.
Where those OP marks are at?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. In for just guess.
Yeah, there's a heavy presence, like on the rail tracks. I'll ping it when I'm in.
Here's some more foolish movement, and I pay the price for it. Even worse is I never put down any ammo for Midas. Big time fail.
Sector easy 5.
You got me. Squad lead, the arty that's falling on your OP mark is just hitting the top of a house. Might want to tell him to move it either east or west a little bit.
Oh, you mean the mark itself?
Correct, yeah, the Baker mark.
Yeah, copy. It's just for general area.
Yeah, but their arty's ineffective is what I'm saying.
Oh, are they dropping arty on it?
Yep.
Okay, thanks, Geb.
At least we were able to see our arty and redirect it to potentially be more effective. Always remember you are part of a larger effort. Use every opportunity to make a difference. Here we pass by my unused supply drop, a sore reminder of my poor play earlier.
This little red house where my body is. There's like 3 or 4 guys in it. There is an OP right at this red house on my body. Just
Okay,
on
copy.
There looks to be a major effort to reinforce train stations, so I look to get involved. Don't ever forget about your hammer. The more hammers, the faster building goes, so make sure you get involved with efforts like this. Not only will it help in your effort toward victory, but you'll gain extra experience points and level up faster. These defenses are going to be important as the train station strong point itself offers very little in terms of cover. We are going to want to get this bunker upgraded all the way to shield us from enemy rocket strikes and help us hide from enemy recon planes. Learn more about how to do that at the top right.
Wait till after the strike.
I tell the guy who wants to drop ammo to hold off until after the Katyusha strike, because explosions destroy ammo boxes.
Infantry coming this way. I hit one there. Midas, I think you're close to me.
Yep, I'm coming up to you.
Shit, Gebatron's pinging behind you too. Midas
No,
is
no, that
closest
was.
to you.
Sorry, that was for distance. Sorry.
Oh, copy. No problem.
Should have said that.
Thank you.
All good, man.
A perfect example of why you let your squad know you are pinging for distance beforehand. I did not do this, and it led to some confusion. Follow Aviator's example from earlier and not mine.
Just spray them. There's ammo to your left inside the little rundown shitty house.
Just down the road to the northeast of me.
Shit, northeast. Copy.
Yeah.
Is that our tent?
It could be a tank.
That is a tank. It is.
Need a medic.
You got headshot. I can't get that up.
Possible to get another supply drop on my location.
Yeah, I can try. I'm finding.
East direct.
Oh, East Garrison went
I
down.
see.
Is that truck
Which one
have
did?
supplies in it?
The one to our southwest compass.
Okay.
Okay. Right there.
Oh yeah. That one.
Right there.
Yep, got it.
Copy, I just marked them. If we get more supplies, I can make this shit look a little bit better.
Yeah, I asked my squad lead for supplies.
Under this ping.
Do you think the command can drop a supply drop where I'm at here? There's too much collision to get a bear. Command drop a supply
Right here, Midas, I think you're with me.
I think there's too much collision to get a
Yeah, I'm coming up that way.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Oh damn, that supply drop's too far north. We're trying to build it.
That grenade was over the wall.
Oh shit. He did, yeah. I don't know why I didn't look at my mark. Oh well, I'll try to get another one for him. Had a.
It might work, it might work.
Okay. Nice.
Look over the wall.
They're hitting us hardest from the north in the Echo Box 6 to 7 area.
Medic!
On that infantry marks the hardest. I'm gonna stay here and watch this building.
Hey, let's get some hammers over here on this bunker.
They got smoke coming down the opposite side of this wall. Grenade out. Come back on the barricade.
Hopefully those supplies are close
enough.
enough.
182.
Here I actually do a good job of facilitating some teamwork on this bunker. Don't be an XP whore and ask for some help. This is an active combat area, so we need to get this up fast. More hammers, faster
We
building.
went
Get
down
out from
between
it.
you and the OP.
Oops.
Gotta be outside, yep.
And just in case you aren't aware, you must be outside of a bunker to upgrade
Another
it.
garrison Echo 8's getting hot.
Yeah, contact on
I'm
ping.
spawning on it.
Those supplies were close enough, thank you very much.
Awesome, Gab, good to hear.
Okay, from my body just to the east, that building right on the corner of the street.
Alright,
Awesome,
these things are
guys.
bomb-proof, right?
Yes, they are.
Add it, give around.
Let your teammates know you appreciate their help in achieving your goals. Be a positive influence at all times.
Y'all got any more supplies? So I can finish this damn node?
So, I will very shortly.
Anybody
yeah.
have supply?
I'll just hang out here till they're ready.
I mean, they gave us good cover too. I can't build anything else.
I got supplies again.
Drop them on the ground.
Hey, you know what? Can I make a suggestion? Can you build a manpower one first? That way we get supplies faster.
Yeah, I can do that.
Whenever helping an engineer build nodes, I always ask for a manpower node first. Building the manpower node first will mean that all the support players in the area will get their supplies in half the
Honestly, I'm
time.
just using
Remember
these
to
for
watch
cover
this
anyway.
video here if you want to learn more about how the cooldown works and how it
For
can be
whatever reason, I
reduced.
can't build a bunker here. There's too much
They're
collision.
at this gate.
And I don't want to drop another barricade because the enemy will just use it when they get closer.
I have more supplies.
I'll put another node over here.
Alright, they're down.
As you see, we build a manpower node,
I wish I
and
could build a
instantly
bunker,
I
but
get
there's too
my
much fucking
supplies
collision on
back.
the ground.
That's fine.
They
I'll
know
save
where
it
the
for the next
scarce
point.
ones
I don't
are.
want to build
On
everything
the
here.
bottom.
Ah, crap.
Yeah,
I think
that's
we're
fine.
literally like one fucking bombing run away from dying anyway.
Oh, as soon as they figure out where we are, we're gonna get fucking domed.
Kind of like that guy.
I go hide here to use the admin cam. This was the first time I ever used the admin cam in a match, and I didn't know that it also showed enemy players. I felt awful after finding this out. More on that later. Anyway, we can get a good view here of why these defenses are helping us. Pretty much the entire north and northwest approaches are locked down. We can also get a sense of how keeping the majority of the fighting off the point is working out. Off here to the north, the squad is keeping the enemy group at bay at around, say, 100 to 150 meters away from the strong point.
I'm looking on the screen. Oh, there's an anti-tank behind him, coronavirus.
To the southeast and east, this enemy group looks to have pushed our squad out of that area, but it hasn't improved their situation a whole lot, as now they are surrounded and unlikely to break out, although they do have armor support. I exit the admin cam, and you'll notice I don't say a word about what I saw to anyone for the remainder of the match. I felt terrible about this, as I did not know at the time that the admin cam also showed enemies. I should have known this, and as a result, I have not used the admin cam as a match participant since. I still did want to include this footage though, to show you all why building defenses is important and why engaging the enemy away from the strong point is beneficial. Feel free to roast me in the comments for my idiocy, but I do sincerely apologize for this lapse in judgment. Let's move on.
That's an airhead coming down, like, possibly out right by that tank.
Looking.
Or further that way.
Throw me a ping.
We'll call that karma.
Like...
Or compass.
Out there.
Oh, way up there. Okay. Hey.
That tank should be nearby.
I have more supplies, squad lead. Do you want them somewhere, or should I just put them in the point?
In the point now. Just keep it for defense. We got enough Garys, it seems like.
Supplies are available, so let your squad leader know.
Anybody here able to build a barricade or something to the...
Yeah, nice call, Heavenly. I
east?
passed to the squads up there and they're trying to find it. It's about on that infantry mark.
Oh, that tank. That's like that.
Tank's still a lot.
I got more supplies, Bilbo. You need anything?
No, I'm gonna wait till
Everybody
the next
here,
point.
shut the fuck up.
There's not much more I can build here for cover. I wish I could put a bunker, but I can't.
Shut up, bitch.
You see him? On my
Yeah,
ping,
they just
exactly.
dropped an airhead at 260. 260.
You should catch the head.
Yeah, at least that tank backed off.
Enemy recon went overhead.
Copy.
If anybody's got ammo, drop it in here somewhere.
I got some. What kind do you need?
Small arms or whatever. Just create a little stockpile because they're gonna come from behind
Fuck,
with that
geez,
airhead.
I normally don't advocate for putting ammo boxes near spawn points, as people spawning in will have fresh loadouts. But we are defending this area, and have a couple MGs doing a lot of firing, so I think it's a good idea. I do spread my boxes out a little though.
Yeah, they're behind that house.
They spawned, they're out here.
I'll wait for man to go get you.
I run around in circles here a little bit as I'm not sure how to proceed because of my admin cam mistake. I do ultimately decide to head towards the north-northeast as I'm seeing friendlies go down in that direction.
Here, say, can you see me? Shoot at me.
Okay,
Right on the other side of the wall.
I tagged one on ping there. I don't see anyone
Excellent.
else.
He's dead. Nice job, Rip. Another strike.
There's another. Oh, that tank is still down this road here. Yeah.
Yeah, right on that thing.
Copy.
Yeah, secondary team.
I hear the Soviet SMG fire from around the corner and go on the offensive. Using your ears is sometimes just as good as using your eyes. Always be aware of the soundscape.
That tank's too scared to come forward.
Yeah, good.
Lots of enemy infantry over here by that thing.
Copy, heading up. We're kind of thin in that area.
Yeah, I think that's
Heading
where
that
the
way.
main push is coming from now.
There's a lot of them between the point and the D7, Gary. Like out here.
Well, they're starting to surround us. We lost all our garrisons.
Oh, hell. We got the south one in Echo 8.
I got supplies. Where should I go?
Where you at, Gev? I'm looking.
I'm on the OP.
Oh. Stand by. I'm looking where it's not hot. Maybe down south. I'm not sure if you can get anything in this observe mark behind Midas.
On my way. Well, we got a T-34 rolling up here. I'll get a ping one moment.
Okay.
On ping right there.
See the guy? Copy there. Thanks.
There's infantry to the northeast of him as well. Another piece of armor on this ping, heading west.
He that close?
Yeah, he's close.
Might be a tank.
Oh, that's a tank right there.
Oh
Maybe?
yeah. There he is.
Secondary team.
That's where he moved to. I'm out of
I
smoke.
might have died with a smoke in my hand.
Oh no.
No, I mean, like, I was close to you, so it might... I don't know if it will go off.
He shielded me as well.
Is there still a bunch of them on the tracks?
What's that, Midas?
Are there still a bunch of them back on the tracks?
Okay. Yeah, we can make it to our observe. Maybe we can get another one there.
This tank right here is empty, or it's only got a solo in it.
Okay.
Ooh, I lost all my frames. Down to 11.
Oh, are you able to get to the observe, maybe, or somewhere in this move, Gebatron? If you do get over there and it's clean, drop some flies.
Enemy OP on the ping.
Gotcha. I'm gonna try to south flank that.
Get a few kills on the way to the observe and spot a couple pieces of armor, but ultimately fail and die just short of an enemy OP. You'll notice I was going a little lone wolf there. Sticking with teammates and meeting up with my SL before heading this way would have likely helped me achieve my goals.
Tanks moving up. ROP's hot.
Who's that armor?
I got the guy by the OP.
Outstanding, thanks much. You guys need anything else right now from command?
Not
At the
me.
moment, looking pretty good.
That IS moved up south of the point.
Whoa, that was close.
Yeah, it's right here next to the OP.
Here it seems like we won't be able to make it to where we want to build a garrison unless we deal with the
Yeah, she
enemy
might
armor
be able to
first,
get it.
so I switch roles to better help deal with this.
I'm gonna go smoke on it. Nice.
It's down.
Of course, the moment I spawn, it's destroyed, but don't be afraid to switch roles from time to time to meet the needs of the current situation.
Look in the sky for
That's an airhead. Airhead over here. Closer than that.
Shit, keep pinging, I didn't see it.
I'm able to get it before.
Airhead was that close?
I'm right where it's gonna land. I'll get it.
Getting desperate, I only got 2 minutes.
Shit. They're sniping from your south, Evelyn.
Airhead's down.
What's on that paper light paper mark?
Nice job, Evelyn. Nice eyes.
It's...
Here the drawbacks of a bolt-action rifle going against an SMG at close range are put on full display.
Looking for.
Oh, I'll be happy to get it.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Let me know if
Yeah,
you
it's
don't get it. Alright,
Anyway, I switch back to support.
I'll be back.
copy. 1 minute. Nice job, y'all.
Yeah, that was great.
Movement on ping. That's north of the objective. Southwest compass. Or northwest, sorry.
Midas about 10, 20 right from where you're looking along the wall.
I end the game not doing so hot as far as combat goes, but we pull off a victory. The enemy was beginning to surround us and push us back at the end there, and I bet if the game would have gone on for 10 more minutes, they would have taken the point.
Good game.
But that's just it. They didn't have 40 minutes, they had 30 minutes, and we were able to engage them away from the point and force them to fight through us, taking up valuable time. In my opinion, this is the best way to win offensive mode matches and the best way to defend overall. Now let's take a look at our squad stats. We don't have the highest combat score, yet it's respectable. No offensive score, which makes sense considering game mode. So how did we end up tied for largest defensive score? Because we all prioritized staying alive, so we were on the map and in the game more than most players. And finally, we have the highest support score. This is in large part to Hearsay building nodes early in the game, but notice how the whole squad contributed here. I placed a lot of supplies that were used and helped build a few structures. Aviator built plenty of garrisons and always had an OP down to help us get into the game sooner. Heavenly contributed with revives and heals, and even Midas put up 90 points here. We end up with a couple commendations from squad mates and even one from the commander, as he is aware of how important that first garrison at train station was to our eventual victory. We even get a little love from Bilbo Baggins himself up here from the Undying Lands. Now my personal stats. Nothing crazy here, but all decent. I was able to keep my KD ratio positive, which isn't super important, but it is a metric I try to be aware of. An average life of 4.5 minutes, which was hurt in the last part of the game. Longest life of almost 10 minutes. It doesn't keep track of our supply drops, but we ended up using 5 supply drops at 250 supplies total, which is pretty good and the whole point of the support role. It's important to keep in mind that this isn't the only way to play support. Different players will have different points of view, but I think this video shows a lot of both good examples to follow and bad examples to avoid. I hope you are able to learn from both. Now you will likely have a different experience in a warfare mode match. Often time can be split between areas you can and cannot build or not build cheap. In those matches, I tend to stick much closer to the squad leader, almost playing a bodyguard type role while playing support. A lot of players will say things like, support is useless on the offensive because you can't build anything in enemy territory with 50 supplies, or something like that. There is some truth to this, but it is also a little narrow-minded. You can do some role swapping to build offensive garrisons quietly, you can build AT guns, which are great for long-range direct fire support, you can place supplies preemptively in places you'll want garrisons built as soon as territory is won, and probably most important, or most overlooked, is that, provided you have the ammo carrier loadout unlocked, you can supply your squad with ammo resupplies. This means more sustained fire from MGs suppressing so you can move. It means more rockets and mines to help deal with enemy armor more quickly. It also means more grenades of both types, helping to sow chaos when assaulting positions. I wish I would have done a better job with my ammo boxes in this match. While everything is situational, it's definitely never a bad thing to have a support player in the squad, as they bring a lot of functionality to the table. Good officers, like Aviator in this video, know this and will plan accordingly whether on offense or defense. Shout out to Aviator, Midas, Heavenly, and Hearsay for making this an enjoyable game. Just a quick word on our community. At the time of recording this, we were all still a part of GamePunch.net. Since recording this though, the Hell Let Loose branch of that community has broken off and started a new community. We are now called Glows, or Glows Battlegrounds. Nothing bad happened, it was just a logistical thing and we decided to reorganize a bit. If you are interested in our community and playing with us and others like us, then feel free to check the links below. It's still the Glows Battlegrounds server and still all the same people and admins, just a different Discord. I hope you decide to check it out. I think that about wraps it up. Make sure to comment with any questions or with anything you notice we did well or that I did poorly, as I am not a perfect player. No one is, and don't believe players that tell you they are. Play your game and always make sure to be positive and have fun. Make sure to check the description for links. There are links to other related videos, a bunch of affiliate links, including a Green Man Gaming link. Feel free to buy any of your video games through that link and it will help support the channel. If you'd like to support it directly, there is a PayPal link down there as well. And don't forget about the Glows Hell Let Loose community link. Link. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.